The journey begins. Part 1. The wake-up call. It was the beginning of 2025, and life felt like it was stuck in a loop for Arif. Every day seemed the same. Wake up, go to work, return home, and repeat. He felt trapped in his own routine, unable to break free. His dreams seemed distant, and his goals were buried under layers of self-doubt and procrastination. One evening, while scrolling through social media, he stumbled upon an old picture of himself from 5 years ago. He was full of energy, ambition, and a hunger for life back then. Arif couldn't believe how much had changed. That night he stood in front of the mirror, asking himself a tough question. Am I really living the life I want, or am I just surviving? The answer was clear. It was time for a change. Determined to turn his life around, Arif set a 3-month goal to transform himself. But the road ahead wasn't going to be easy. He realized he needed a plan, discipline, and the right mindset to make it happen. He started with 3 simple but powerful commitments. 1. Self-reflection. Each morning, Arif spent 10 minutes journaling about his dreams and what he wanted to achieve. This helped him stay focused and aware of his inner thoughts. 2. Small wins daily. Instead of setting massive, overwhelming goals, he decided to focus on small, actionable steps, like waking up an hour earlier, exercising for 15 minutes, or reading a chapter from an inspiring book. 3. Letting go of excuses. Arif promised himself that he would stop blaming circumstances and take full responsibility for his life. As the first month unfolded, challenges arose. There were days when he wanted to give up, but he reminded himself, 3 months is all I need to change my life. It's a short time in the grand scheme of things. Part 2. Embracing the struggle. The first few weeks were tough for Arif. His old habits tried to pull him back into the comfort zone, whispering, "You've tried this before, and it didn't work. Why bother?" But this time he had a secret weapon, his why. Every time doubt crept in, Arif reminded himself of his reason for change, to reclaim his passion, his health, and his confidence. He kept visualizing the person he wanted to become. By the second month, his efforts started to show results. Waking up early had become a habit, and his energy levels were higher than ever. He noticed small changes in his physique, thanks to consistent workouts, and his mind felt sharper from the books he was reading. Still, the journey wasn't without obstacles. One week, work deadlines piled up, leaving him exhausted. He missed a few workouts and felt like a failure. But instead of giving up, Arif remembered something he'd read. Success is not about never falling. It's about getting back up every time you do. He forgave himself and got back on track. He also started surrounding himself with positive influences, joining a group of like-minded people who shared their own stories of transformation. Their encouragement fueled his determination. The turning point. By the end of the second month, something incredible happened. Arif no longer needed to force himself to follow his new routine. It became a part of who he was. He realized that real change comes not from drastic actions, but from consistent effort day by day. To be concluded, let me know if you'd like to read the final part.